Okay, so I'm going to endeavour to show you the first stages of the template construction before your control conditions, because as part of item I you have to show the software facilities that you've used. Now for this it's about setting up the look and structure of your newsletter before you then go on in item J to show how you've composed your articles and the stages of development of those articles. So what we're going to do here very quickly is look at the features that we could use. These may be the ones that you do use, but they're not going to be exhaustive. All I'm going to show you is just a few features that you would be typically expected to use in terms of setting up your pages and how that will work for the center pages when you duplicate the pages. So obviously I need to create a booklet, and it's going to be in this case an A4 booklet so that it will print out on A3 paper like this. So we'll have one of those. Yes, I do need 4 pages, so insert your extra pages where you've got your center pages now. I think we'll just put a few borders and designs on, as well as headings and a text box, and set the text box up, and then we're going to copy those across to the other pages. So let's start by inserting some sort of border. The first one will do. I'm going to use that down the center fold of the page, I think. So if we turn that around, let's go this way. Obviously design style isn't my strong point here, but you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about in terms of setting up the features. So I'm going with that on the edge. My color structure will be again the gradient, but this time we'll use some white. Let's see how that comes out. Oh, pants, it's only done it to that one. Undo that. Do it to the whole lot. Try again. Gradient. More gradient. There we go. That's a bit better. So I've got the colour theme I want. Make sure you go. It doesn't matter if you go off the page, because obviously that won't print. You can go well off the page with stuff with circles and things if you want to. But in this case I'm just going to use a few simple shapes. Let's go for a rounded rectangle slightly off the page, and this is effectively going to be the bar down the side of my page. Let's go for something like that. Move it down a little, move it off a little. Right, I don't want a border around it, no outline. I do want a fill on it. Let's go for the purple again. I'm going to duplicate that, Control C, Control V, move it across a little, up, make that go white. So I've got in effect this slightly odd shaped border to my page, so that I can effectively put a title down the side, as if when you're opening the side of you're opening the page a little bit, you can see what each page is going to be about. So I think that's what I want to repeat on the other pages. So those 3 boxes I'm going to group and copy. Control C, go to the center pages, paste that in, that's fine there. Paste it in again, this time rotate it to go to the other side. Move it over where you want it. You may find that the center doesn't align if you use this funny looking border that I have done. You need to take a bit more care if you do use that. And again on the back page, paste it in. Try and remember that this is the back page, so that probably wants to be the other way up. Getting confused now. Okay. Because it's going to open on this edge here. This is the back. Okay, going back to the front, what I'm going to do now is just put a few more blocks in, similar colour, similar shape. Once I set this up, I can use it throughout the rest of the document and just resize it as I want. So again, I could use gradient tones. I'm just going to use block colour. I'm going to put some text in here. Let's call this Lancet. Make that a little larger. That'll do. Make it bold. Add some shadow to this font. Okay, and make the font white. Okay, that's it. So let's just check on that. So there's my shadow. That's looking okay. Now I can reuse that wherever I want because I've got that basic structure. Let's go with that. So now I'm just going to put my text box in and set that text box up how I want. So put that about there. First of all, I'm going to set it to be columns, 2 columns. Probably want to add a bit more structure to it by making the columns have a column spacing of say 1 centimetre. That'll do. You can't see anything yet, so let me just go and get some lorem ipsum and show you that. I'll pop in there now. You can see it's gone to 2 columns. I could also add a picture placeholder, which means if I ever duplicate any of these pages, it will duplicate just the space to put the picture and go with that. If I want to put some other things in, so for instance I was talking about maybe reusing the look and feel of this, I can do down the bottom. So Control C, Control V, there it is. Let's get rid of that text, we'll make it a lot smaller for the minute. Remove the shadow, I don't want that for a second. And I could just call this top tips, or since it's on the front page, I could call it contents. Resize that a bit. Now you can see text is wrapping around this, as it should. If I want to take that off because I want to put it somewhere over the top, something or underneath something, I can do. I can wash it out if I'm using pictures, for instance. If you want to get that look and feel going on, obviously change the shape of your pictures as you want as well. So that's probably going to be fine for my first page. I'm going to copy this again, put it on my centre pages, so that will go there, and that's effectively going to be my article title. I don't want it to be such a large font, but I do want to keep the same look, so I'm just going to call this article title, and I'm going to reuse that down here to say these are my top tips. And obviously you can put further text boxes on here as you want. So if you want more space for this, potentially just whack a text box on top and make your font in the text box white, and then you can put, if you want to do with bullet points or whatever you need to use, your tips as you need them. Okay, now if we duplicate these pages, great, we're going to get this standard look, but before I do that, I want to put my text boxes in and my picture placeholders again. So I've got this text box set up as I want, so I've gone to copy that. Let's paste that in on there now. Shift that up a little bit for that side. Okay, no picture placeholders come over at the moment, just the text box that I selected. Let's put that over there. Okay, so I think I've got just about the structure that I want now. Let's put a few picture placeholders in. Now it's important that these are picture placeholders, not pictures, because if you put pictures in, you'll get the same pictures translating between pages, and bearing in mind you're going to have different articles, that's not going to be very clever. If I want to add some more text, so you can see another feature that I might use would be the overflow, to make sure I link that. Obviously take your screenshot at this time to show that you're linking the text boxes, and then you'll see it working okay in there. Put another picture placeholder in as well. Put it on that side, make it fit, to change the shape of it, sorry, double clicked. You know, make it whatever shape you want to have it and change your wrapping as you need it. Okay, oops. So effectively you've got your centre page. I'm not going to hang about and show you the last page, I think you get the idea. But the point here is that we've got this structure, we've got text in there, we haven't got pictures. You could paste pictures in, so if I just went and got a little picture, say lorem ipsum, taking its time. Okay. So I'm just pasting into there lorem ipsum, Now, because that was a picture placeholder, if I want to create my next article or additional pages, you can just simply insert your duplicate page with pages, and you'll get your new pages. Hopefully. Now it looks like we've got a slight problem in that that's come forward. Don't know why. So perhaps we could send that to the back. And there we are. Now, because we put that picture in, it's appearing on this page as well as that page. What's really important is that you just put the picture placeholders in to start with, take your screenshots of the structure of your template. You can use lorem ipsum to indicate the text that you're using and the text size, and you can see a few things that haven't worked out that need sorting out, but sort those out first, and then you can go ahead and just take your screenshots. That's finishing your template. Save that there, you've got your template set up, and then start to edit the next section, which is item J, which will be creating your articles by copying and pasting your text in and setting your titles up and putting your relevant bits and pieces in. If you need to put titles down the side, just add your text white or whatever colour it is and rotate it, and you've got that going on. I think that should give you a pretty good idea of what you need to do, and hopefully you got the sense that that's about setting up the structure rather than about writing the articles. So I will then add to that and show you the sorts of screenshots that you need to take in order to gain the marks. But don't forget, always, whenever you're taking screenshots, keep relating the features that you've used to the reader's or the user's preferences. Okay.